Count down. Let's get right. 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 What up, what up, what up? What's happening? Que lo que miente. Welcome to Love, Purpose, and Passports. For those of you that don't know, I am Mr. Pro for You, and with me today, this beautiful lady of mine, this love to the purpose and passports, my fine, foreign, feminine, feeding me frequently, Miss Pro for You.
I do feed him frequently.
She does.
He tells me to stop.
Yeah, because I'm starting to look like this. Wake up in the morning, look in the mirror. Damn, I think I gained a little weight.
But he eats it.
Then after a while, you start saying, Papi, fruticas? Okay. Papi, snackies? Okay, after a while, you like, I think I need to say yes, but later. You know, Latinas get, you can't tell them, nah, you don't want no food.
It's true, I get mad. Oh, you don't want my food? Where are you eating?
Before we get to today's topic, we got to give a shout out to the brother Chemistry, IBMO. I don't know if it's IBMO or IBMO. Look, the brother looked out for us. We're not even monetized yet. Brother shot us 2 cash apps. These are super chats for us, because as soon as it happened, I'm like, people like we got our first cash app. And then we got another one. Brother shot us a $5 super chat. Then he shot us a $20 super chat. Brother, we appreciate you. We weren't expecting that. We never would have thought it, because like we're working now trying to build the channel up and trying to get to where YouTube says that our content is worth being monetized. We're not there yet, but our cash app is up there, and brother just, hit us, and we just want to say thank you, brother. We weren't expecting that, and we really, as much as I talk, I was speechless, so now I had to sit there and get myself together. Like, let me figure out how I'm
trying to figure out what happened.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah,
thank you. We appreciate you supporting the channel. There's a lot of y'all that support the channel. We appreciate the comments. The comments give us so much energy to come back and do these videos. Y'all tell us how much you love it. You tell us about the content. You tell us about your experiences. And we just want to thank you all for that. But thank you, brother.
There's this one person that always comments, and he leaves like a map of emojis. And we have to sit and we have to figure out what he's saying.
We got to get the legend and try to decipher it. Brothers always tell this brother can tell a whole story with the emoji. We call him the emojinator, brother.
The emojinator.
We always look forward to it, brother. We look forward to it. But no, all the comments. I mean, we sit back on certain days and we just sit back and look at all the comments and say, wow, this is a lot of heartfelt comments. These are thoughtful comments. These aren't just people just, saying, yeah, we like it. No, people, you telling us your experiences, and we like that. Continue to tell us what you think about the videos. If there are any topics you want us to talk about, let us know. If you have any questions or anything.
We see everything. Thank you.
We love it. Appreciate you all. Today's topic, Dominican women, qualities amid quantities. In other words, how to find what qualities to look for in a Dominicana here. So we want to start off like this. For those of you that are just starting to travel, because we always want to speak to the people that are, you just starting to travel. We forgot to tell you. For those of you, we hope you all are passport ready or passport getting ready. I had to say that. So that's what this is for. Passport ready, passport getting ready. Most of the women you come in contact here, they will be fit, feminine, and friendly to you. That's something that you should want, but it's not something you should put at the top of your list. And so, what I want to do is I want to let my wife explain about why it was a little bit different for her to understand why we were so caught up on fit, feminine, and friendly when it's a little bit different here.
Hi. Hi. When when he first mentioned the whole fit, feminine, and friendly thing, I was like, okay. And I thought about it, and when he was telling me about it, I had a look on my face like I didn't get it. And he's like, well, what don't you get? That's pretty, easy to understand. I said, pero mi amor, is that all you want? I mean, so how are you gonna know what's a good woman and what's not a good woman if everybody is kind of fit, feminine, and friendly?
Mm-hmm.
And it took him a while to understand what I was saying, and he was like, you know what? Yeah, that's right.
It doesn't apply here. There's
That's
not
right.
a deficiency of.
Yeah.
See, we get here F and F deficient.
Oh.
Fit, feminine, and friendly. Fit, friendly, and feminine, whatever order you would put it in. We get here and it's like, wow,
It's that he uses other F words, so I didn't know if that's what he was talking about. So when he said F, and F, I was like, what's going on?
We ain't gonna have to edit this one. Not this time.
Oh.
I held it back.
Okay, carry on.
But again, brothers, like if you look at a lot of the videos, this is why I say it's good to learn the culture. Because when you learn the culture, you learn how to apply what values to what actions. And we'll start off, and I want to speak a little bit about friendly. You're going to meet some friendly women here, and most women will be friendly. You're used to, a possibility of she's not going to smile, or a possibility of, she's not going to respond, a possibility of she might just be disrespectful if you're trying to holler at her, or even if you're just trying to, be polite, and just speak. But here, this is what you're going to encounter on the regular. So don't go proposing just because, you spoke and she spoke back. Don't go proposing, just because you started saying a few words to her and she gave you the time of day to speak to you before, she said, okay, have a good day, or whatever. Don't fall in love with that, because that's the natural way of things here. And so, there's another thing, you can have fit, feminine, friendly, but you never want to put too much value in friendly anyway, because it looks one way when you're just meeting her. It looks one way when you're just getting to know her. But, there's a such thing as fit, feminine, and too friendly. So if you put a lot into that, you know what I'm saying? Then you find out, wow, there are other things that you need to put in place before you put a lot of value into the friendliness, because these are friendly people. If you speak to them, they're going to speak back.
It's cultural.
Yeah, it's cultural. And that's why I said, we always talk about learn the culture, learn the culture. And there's a brother that when I talked about the culture, he said, tell us how to learn it. And I'll do another video on that, brother. I didn't forget about you. But it's very important. And it comes with time, because I didn't just study and learn the culture.
I have a cool little story about being friendly. I used to work as a substitute teacher in like a preschool. And in the little preschool books, and even in the preschool classes, the first thing that they teach children is, you're important. Other people are important. When you go into a room, say buenos dias, hello, saludos. They teach you from a very young and early age to talk to people that are there. Let them know you're there. Make them feel important, because you're important too. And it's really cute. Because the preschool was an English preschool. So it taught the kids how to say good morning. So whenever you would open the door and walk in a room, everybody would stand up and say, good morning. And you would say good morning back. The problem with that is that they didn't know the time. So at 9 o'clock, you would open the door, they would say good morning. At 12 in the afternoon, good morning. At 3 o'clock in the afternoon, good morning. You're like, good morning. So it was really cute. But it's a cultural thing that everybody learns from when you're really, really little, to just speak to people and be friendly and say hi, and they're important and you're important. And it's just a cultural thing that we have. It
is. And it's a good cultural thing, and we can appreciate it, because we've been through, like, in the South and I don't know how it is in the South now, but it was always, once, some of the East Coast and the West Coast kind of got away from speaking, and speaking just being a normal thing, not, I'm trying to holler at you. This is just the way we do it. We acknowledge each other in a friendly way. I don't know if they still do that, but we always remember the South is still a little more friendlier. New York just crazy. You know what I'm saying? We ain't like that either. We do on the West Coast. We still a little bit. I was had it. What? How you doing? Hey.
Patton.
Yeah. New York, you speak. They like, what? Like, y'all know. That's why we used to when we used to get to the DR, and I was living in Brooklyn, and some of the other New York homies get there, and my cousin B said, "All you New York need to thaw the out." Because it's like, yeah, it does get too cold there, so it makes sense. Let's speak about fit. Now, there's always naysayers, no matter where you go, we say they fit here. But you will find the proportions that you're looking for. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's, fit is not the same for everyone. Fit for him might mean she goes to the gym 5 days a week. Fit for this gentleman right here might mean bing, bing, bam. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's fit. You know what I'm saying? And so you will find what you're looking for. And if somebody tells you anything different, they hate you. Just here, 31 Flavor Haven with the bing, bing, bang. And that African DNA. You see what I'm saying? That African DNA. So you will find the proportions you will find the proportions you're looking for. And
I can't believe you still say that.
I have to say it until it stops being the truth. So, and really, we're going through these things just to kind of bring fit, feminine, and friendly down to earth. In the States, it's a different thing addressing a different situation. Here, don't come here letting that be, your main qualities you're looking for, or you're going to end up in a bad relationship. You're going to end up in a situation and wondering what happened, but that's because you weren't looking for the right thing. You were looking for something that's everywhere, and so again, and I say this a lot, this is why you learn the culture, because you start understanding the things that are like social norms, the things that are regular, the things that are, and it's not that you don't appreciate it. You just know not to put that higher up the scale, and you learn to look for some things that are different because, me, myself, I ain't forget about, the fit, friendly fit, but I'm just telling you, you know what I'm saying? You'll find what you're looking for, but just, there's some other things that, Dang right. So the next one, femininity. So there's a reason I saved that one for last. I'm kind of giving this, the way we talking about it, I'm kind of saying like, don't put so much into fit, feminine, and friendly, but that's as a whole. And then the fit and friendly, don't put, I'm saying about not putting so much into that, but the feminine, get what you can get. You know what I'm saying? Get that femininity. You want that. You see that femininity? It tames that beast. You see what I'm saying? It don't weaken the beast. It feeds the beast. So you want to make sure that you get that, and you want to make sure you get that in higher doses, and the doses you can get. You see what I'm saying? Because this is what happened when a guy get here. You get here, and it's on you fresh from stateside, and then you start get a little bit of that, that femininity, right? So it's like, oh, I like that. I need some more of that. It's like, I like that. I like that. I need some more of that. So that's how it is. Cause then you start
that's
telling everybody.
That's how it is?
You tell her that's that femininity there, right? That's when you get that good shit. That's that good. That's when that, that's that good, right? That's the good. And you know that you got, some of that good femininity, right? Because you just coming through, right? But there's a difference, when you start getting that, you get that 97%, 98, 99%, you know what I'm saying? You start getting that uncut, that raw uncut. It's like this. Then she start doing these, in your back, and she start rubbing me to calm me down, that's when you know it's that good. Cause you see the other one, you like, this one right here, you start getting a little bit uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying? You start getting a little bit uncomfortable with it, you don't know what's going on, like, I need to, what?
I understand being a little bit uncomfortable.
Get it? Yeah, get a little, you like, that's when it's that good, you start getting a little bit like, oh, what is this shit?
I actually understood that. I think I got what he's saying.
Let me explain this, fellas, before I let her go into her part about it. So, we here, we get ready to jump in that shower, we get in there and she start getting me right, you know what I'm saying? On whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit like, it's like, oh, okay. Then she, come around back like, hold on, that's that no-fly zone, and hold up, you know what I'm saying? We got to have our, but cool, but I was stiff, you know what I'm saying? I was a little stiff. Yeah, I was kind of stiff, you know what I'm saying? That she was giving me that good, you know what I'm saying? That feeling like,
it was like this.
Hitting me. Yeah. So that was then, Now I'm like the Karate Kid, you know what I'm saying? I come through it like, you know what I'm saying?
Now it's yoga.
Tai Chi around here up in that shower, like, yes. Probably this part now, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So those are examples, you will be a little bit, if you, when you get that good, that raw cut, you're going to be a little bit uncomfortable at first. It's always dudes when they act like you hard, act like you've been getting it like this. Man, stay where you at if you've been getting it like that. That's all I can tell you. We're going to cut this. So look for that, fellas. You need that in your life.
Uncomfortability.
Yeah, you're going to get comfortable later. You're going to get comfortable later. You did that, but that uncomfortable, because that's how you know it's that raw.
It's uncomfortability that makes you bark. This is what you want, gentlemen.
Well, it make you get confused because you're like, I like this. That's the ones that's running around here. I need some more. But that when you hit that raw, that's when you like, and you start looking like, what was that? And you're like, hold up. So you need that. And I'm going to tell you, what is it cut with when it's cut? Masculinity. So, yeah. So that's why when you get that, when you get that good, it ain't cut with that, and you need that in your life, brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because once you get that, it's a whole different feeling. It's a whole different situation. And you start really understanding, better about what you want as a man. There was this, what was that? Psych Hacks. And he was like, look, that femininity made me more masculine. It made me want to be more masculine.
I remember watching that with you. And I remember when he said that, I thought, yeah, masculinity makes me want to be more feminine.
Yeah.
So that makes 100% more
masculinity on masculine is war. That's war. That's fight. That's, battle to the death type stuff. You know what I'm saying? But that femininity and that masculinity, that creates something different. That creates a different dynamic, and so you want that. You want that. You want to get that. And so look for that. I'm not putting that in the same boat as fit and friendly, because fit and friendly, that can have all, it is what it is. You want that, you'll get that, that's fine. But them high doses of that femininity that you can, that are coming to your life.
That makes you uncomfortable. I never heard that before.
Not no more. You know I was stiff back then. I was stiff, but you know, I was stiff in more ways than one. I ain't gonna even lie. But I'm just saying, fellas, you know, that give you what you're looking for. But you gotta be careful because you get them high doses. You get them high doses of that, then you really need to check yourself and make sure that don't lead you down the wrong path with the wrong person. You know, because it will. You got to be careful because you ain't used to it. You know, forget that. You know, everybody trying to be hard and act like they've been. Look, it is what it is. You're not used to that, and just get. You know, look, if she's feminine. Look, take it, but not just that. It can't be just that. It's got to be some other things. So we've been on that. We're gonna move on a little bit.
I didn't say my piece about femininity either.
You did? So okay. What the hell happened? Did it fuck up again? So we back, you know, after that little display of you know, the appreciation of foreign femininity, you know, and my version of it, you know.
It's very unique.
Yeah, I think we broke the camera a little bit on that. We looked up and the camera just, you know, couldn't take all that.
Saw the barking. Well, we talk about it all the time, and I was explaining to him, you know, why there are so many feminine women here, and you know, we all get it from like our moms and our grandmas and stuff like that, and I was telling him how feminine women here don't want to be masculine. we don't care about masculinity. We don't particularly understand it, but we like it.
You're not at war with it.
Nah, it's hot. we don't want to be masculine. Mm-hmm. It's like we enjoy being women. You know, we embrace it, and it's awesome. And you can clearly see. I mean, he can see it now. But I remember one time we were outside at like a kind of like a outdoors bar thing. It was a really nice place. Mm-hmm. And we were outside, and we were, you know, there were a lot of other people around us, and there was a group of people to the side off of us, and you know, we were kind of discussing what was going on over there. And then I go to him, you know, that woman, she's not. I don't think she's from here. He goes, she looks Dominican. I go, well, she looks Dominican, but I don't think she's from here. And he goes, why? I go, well, just the way she sits, the way the type of clothes that she's wearing, kind of like the way she conducts herself,
her mannerisms, and the way she was
it looked a little bit different, you know. And he was like, yeah, I totally see a difference now and stuff. So I guess we have like a way to us, a way we carry ourselves and conduct ourselves, and kind of see it everywhere.
And we like it.
Thank you for liking it.
We appreciate it. The next one is cooperative, you know, and cooperative is more like, you know, that's a universal quality. It's not just, you want to look for that wherever you go. Not just, you know, well, and you want to look for it in a Dominicana, because you will find one that's cooperative, you know. And the thing is, it's not, you know, when it comes to looking for, you know, a Dominicana or Colombiana or whoever it is, wherever they are, you know, it's not about having a never-ending list of commands. Yeah. It's more about her just, you know, it's about her having a spirit of willingness. You know, she's having a spirit of willingness. And when it comes to something you need her to do, when it comes to you needing it done a certain way, you know, and the thing is, there's no combativeness, you know, there's no rejection, because, you know, there's also a spirit of peace connected to it. And that's what you want. because, you can make things happen. You can get things done. You can work together and, you can move forward, as opposed to fighting your way forward.
I have something to add to that. I'm getting more into listening to some of the podcasts that he's listening to and some of the comments that I guess other women are saying. And cooperativeness is really like a bad, like a hard topic to deal with. It's like a bad thing. Like, you're a slave. You do everything he tells you to do.
Same as submissiveness, cooperative.
I actually see it a little bit different. And let me explain it to you. He's my husband. I love him. I like spending time with him. I enjoy being around him. I enjoy doing things together with him. I like it when he says to me, could you help me out with this? I need this and this and this and this and this. And I'm like, he wants my help. Yay! And I'm excited about it. I like it when he counts on me. Oh, he says, Madam, I'm trying to do this, but I can't. And then he'll need me to do something. And I'm like, da da da, super wife. I put on my cape and I make it happen. It's awesome. And I feel like a successful wife when he says, man, this is great. Thank you. And I'm like, I'm happy doing things for my husband. I love my husband. And I just don't understand how people don't understand that. Like, I don't understand what's the problem with being in a happy relationship and loving your husband. And he does things for me all the time and he likes it. I do things for him all the time and I enjoy it.
Of course. That's how it works.
That's
what a relationship is.
Why that's such a big,
So,
how am I a slave? How did that happen?
Oppressive. You've been oppressed with all this cooperativeness.
I just don't understand how that happened.
We don't need to understand it. We moving forward. And so, that's something you look for. And the reason you look for it, because a lot of times you're deficient with the cooperativeness. But look for that. That's a must. You just can't move forward. You can move forward in a fighting, a war, a head-to-head combative type of way. You can. But you know how much energy you waste trying to move a foot forward when you had to fight to get there? So that's a quality you want to look for. And, here's the thing. A lot of these qualities we're talking about, it's not just Dominicanas, but we here with these beautiful, fine ass Dominicanas here. So we just telling you what to look for. But if you somewhere, look for that, look for the same things. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get that, you know what I'm saying? But you're going to get it. Might be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it's not going to be, you know what I'm saying? But we just telling you how to do it here because we representing here. So this is going well, Miss Pro.
Oh, good one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having fun.
So the next one, this next one, we're going to let Miss Pro handle this, you know what I'm saying? Because this is that, this was attached to femininity. So I'll talk a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But I already told y'all, you know what I'm saying?
That was a lot to deal with. I'm still trying to understand that.
Mm-hmm. But here, now I don't know, this is one thing that I don't know about in other countries. There's certain things and, they may not do or whatever. And I've heard it said, that's on them. We talking about you looking for you a good Dominicana, affectionate. Affectionate is connected to femininity because, the feminine affection that, with all the little kissies and, all these other things that be, coming around that I gotta act like, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? But, she gotta be feminine to do it. Otherwise, it's gonna come off different if she ain't feminine, you know what I'm saying? She be like, yeah, well, all right, homie, you know what I'm saying? That thing good, I mess with you, homie. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that. You don't want that.
I give him morning kissies, right? And I do it so much that now he's just like, all right, kiss me. Like
I ain't finna be giggling with that.
No.
I'll go ahead and confirm that happens. You know,
Uh-huh. Okay, so the next one
it's
is
cool.
is loving. I guess being loving and affectionate, no, and sweet. Um, Dominican women are very sweet with their men. We spoil them and we give them a lot of love and we baby them. In a nice way, and that has a lot to do with the way that we're raised. I was like that with my dad, and it's me and I have two sisters, and on Saturdays we would fight over who was gonna make him breakfast. It was a battle in the house over who was gonna make my dad eggs and whatever we were gonna make him. We were really little, so we didn't know how to cook a lot of stuff, and we really weren't even supposed to use the stove, but we did on Saturdays for my father, and he loved it. And we used to fight to sit on his lap, and we used to argue over who was gonna give him his little kisses and his cuddles first, and it was a problem. But we always been very, very, very sweet, and then that being sweet went from my dad to my husband. So now he gets it. He suffers.
I'm telling you, fellas, that's why I said, you get here, and when it comes to the affectionate, let me say it in our language. Basically, a lot of little things to you up. It's just coming from everywhere all the time, and after a while, you like, okay, like I said, it tamed the beast. You ain't used to all that. You know what I'm saying? You used to, come on, what is this? What is she doing? Now, yeah, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. So like I said, I ain't with all that, that mushy video making. I'm just saying, she get to doing all this little stuff. It's cool.
Uh-huh. It's cool. Uh-huh.
And I'll be expecting that in the morning.
Oh, you know what happened one time? It was so funny. One time we were at the pool, and it was really, 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 really hot outside. And we're sitting at the pool bar, and I'm taking, how you'll be at the pool, but then the bar will be in the water. So you're sitting in the water,
pool bar.
but then the pool bar. Anyway, so I was taking water and I was splashing a little bit of water in him or whatever. And then I don't know, I started doing something else. And
make sure that sun didn't chap my back.
Yeah, and I was just just splashing water on him.
She was kind of like,
and just being sweet, whatever. And then I started doing something else. I don't know. And he says, Mr. Tough Guy, he goes, I don't know, but I'm feeling a little dry on this side.
I was. The shoulder was
I don't
good.
know what's going on. Why are you so dry? I'm like, he's so cute. So he likes it. He just acts like, he doesn't, but.
Get right, fellas. I'm telling you, come through.
And you too can get water at the pool.
You're going to get it. You're going to get it. Look for that. Don't let them tell you nothing different. If you're not getting that, don't even.
Baby.
Affectionate. That's what you're going to, that's what you're going to look for. I was about to tell you, I zoned out for a minute. I was thinking about my cousin told me, he said, look, we got there. This dude he probably weighed 280, 300, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, we was at the shower. She showered. We got out. You know what I'm saying? She laid me down, took my legs, put them up, and powdered my, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And, got me together,
I did not need to know that. I did not need to know that.
The baby doctor, you got her legs and lift them up and put the powder.
Inappropriate.
Oh, yeah. And look. Fellas, that's how you know she gonna treat you right. They're gonna treat you just look for that. You know what I mean?
Get diapered?
There's different levels. You know what? It's a meme going around. It's a meme going around with the diaper. They're like, oh yeah, Passport Bros. They want this. Like, You just try to shame a brother for getting treated right. Like, don't stop. Just stay where you at and you know, look, stop it. Stop it. You know what I mean? Cause you know, I need, you know, I need my, you know, brothers, we quote the Pamper Poppies up in here. I am a Pamper Poppy. How about you? You know what I'm saying? You know, you know.
Oh boy. And that's not me. We're all like just sweet.
Yeah. You know, but it's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? I got me one. You know what I'm saying? And it's these levels up in here. You know, we just because I ain't gonna lie. You know, we go over to Pop's house. She do. I'm like, oh, she kissing. She doing all that same stuff over there. I'm like, okay, right.
Yeah. We Pops, go over my father's
you know, and
house.
Pops be like, Pops still kind of be like, you know, like looking bad because you know,
I
Pops
give my
cool.
father kissy and huggies and everything.
You know, kind of like jump back a little bit. She kissy and all that.
He does. He's like, ya, está bien.
She does. I have to say, yeah. So, look, fellas, you know, don't be ashamed. You know, don't be ashamed and don't fight it too much. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when you get that raw, you start getting a little bit uncomfortable at first. You know what I'm saying? Relax, fellas. Just relax and receive it.
I don't fully understand the comparison, but like, I don't want to know.
We don't want to know either.
I don't want to know.
Mm-mm.
Anytime it's a guy joke and I say, I don't understand the guy joke, tell me. And you'll say, you don't want to know. And I say, yeah, I want to know. And then you tell me, I didn't want to know.
No.
So I don't want to know.
So this next one, this is a good one. This is always a good one. This is always a good one. Protective. You know, stateside, you always hear, oh, man's job to provide and protect. You know, provide and protect. But you're in a new country. You're in a country that you're not used to. You don't know anyone most of the time or anyone that you can really trust, you know, and she should be protecting you. And we've talked about it in another video about her protecting your finances, meaning that when you go places, she makes sure that you're not getting plagued, you're not getting got, you're not getting charged too much. You know, she's keeping account of everything that's going on because you know, she knows, you know, that's what they as soon as you pull up and you talk, they know, oh yeah, let's get the expensive stuff out.
Gringo prices. And, you know, also, you know, protecting your safety because she's going to be able to tell you where you should go, where you should not go. You know, that's something, you know, she may see something before you see it. She understands what's going on around, you know, and here's the thing. If she doesn't understand, you shouldn't even be with her because everybody stays in their lane. You know, a chica who doesn't know the signs of something bad going on when she's with you, that means she took you somewhere that she shouldn't even took you. Because if that means she's outside of her lane. She should only take you places that's in her lane, you know, so she can protect you. You know, but we talked about that in the other videos. We want to talk about in this video is her protecting your image, you know, because there's so many bad images around here, you know, and especially, you know, I've experienced it when I first started coming here, we would be out, you know, when people see us, they automatically see one thing. I don't even see it anymore. You know, I don't even think about it, you know, maybe they see our wedding rings. Maybe I just don't look for it anymore. Maybe I don't even think about it. I wasn't thinking about it much then, and then also, you know what? We don't go to the tourist areas as much either. Yeah. You know, so we used to go to tourist areas a lot. And so, you know, when they see it, what they're going to think. And she has to protect your image. She has to protect your image when you're together and when you're physically together. And she has to protect your image when you're not physically together. You know, she shouldn't be out a certain way. You say, well, you don't know what she's doing, whatever. Look, you need to know what she's doing and assume what she's doing. You know, because you're in a relationship. A lot of guys who are non-relationship guys, the first thing they do is expect the worst and use the worst examples in extreme cases on what might happen. Yeah. I hear it and I'm like, yeah.
you really falling into that trap. You showing where you from. You showing that you ain't had no luck with women. You showing that you haven't had any good relationships if all you can think about are the bad outcomes. You ain't had no good relationships. But as far as like, when I'm talking about protecting your image, that's important because you don't want to be seen as something else. They may assume that, but she needs to carry herself in a certain way, just like, you'll be carrying yourself in a certain way. But the thing is, she's a Dominicana and you in the Dominican Republic, So it's not just what the people think, it's what her family thinks as well. And her friends.
He made a really good point. But if she's a good girl, she'll want to protect her image too. And by protecting her image, she's protecting yours. A good girl doesn't want anybody thinking that she's the opposite. They don't want anybody thinking the worst of your relationship. She's going to carry herself a certain way because she wants everyone to think that she's a serious
They know what people think.
lady,
They live here, so they know what people automatically think when they see them with a gringo.
So she's going to behave in a way that people are going to be like, oh, no, it's a relationship.
And a lot of times it's true. That's why they have more protecting to do. Her protecting your image is her protecting her own image as well.
Yeah.
And that's the way, she explained to me earlier when we were talking about discussing this. Protecting my image is protecting her image as well.
Right.
Because if she doesn't protect mine, it's going to make her look like she's a certain way anyway. Why is she with me? It's funny because one of the funniest stories is I think we were in Zona Colonial Zone. And you know how the kids run up and beg for money. And we like, nah, you gotta even tell them, no, not this time. It must have been a little militant 9-year-old told her in Spanish, so you just trying to keep all the money for yourself.
That's exactly what he said. He was really mad at me. Like I didn't want to share the dollars with him.
Yeah. He had to be like 9, 8, maybe 8, 9. Yeah. So, that's funny. Yeah. But, and like I said.
I forgot about that. He did. He was really mad.
Look, Militant, he already got it figured out. So looking at her, he more mad at her than me.
Right. Right.
She ain't sharing. But, no. Your image is important. Her image is important.
A little sucker.
Yeah. And so she should be protective of you. She should be protective of you in all ways because you're the one that's in a different country. Just like if she was with you somewhere, you would protect. Like here, I protect her as well. How many times have I saved your life from rogue shopping carts in the supermercado?
Several times. I'm alive today because of him.
So, moving right along, the next one, and I did a video about this. Like some of these things come up where I just want to talk to the fellas myself, and bring some topics to the forefront that are important, just on some man to man. But type, there are, I've talked about type before, but there are all types of good Dominicanas here,
Mm-hmm.
And the good thing about that is there's all types of you, there, you can't just, so we talked about all, there's all these qualities and we didn't hit them all, but you can't just look for check boxes. You can't just check all the boxes and say, that's it. She has to be your type, and the importance of that is, let's say for instance, look, my wife, this fine mother, look, she checked boxes, right? I got a fine ass box checker. But,
okay.
My wife, she's a good woman. But she's a good woman for me. That don't mean she's a good woman for you. You know, because here's the thing. This masculinity and that femininity, this man and that woman, that's what creates what we have. You can't replicate that. You know, so my woman, you in the formulation, right? You know, so people talk about the chemistry. That means there's what's me and that's what her, what's her come together. Now, mind you, she checks boxes, but checking boxes can get you like, you know, a great maid who's real nice to you and respectful and, you know, give you that thing right. Well, how can that turn out? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, it just doesn't work like that. So you need to, you know, also look for a good Dominicana that's your type. Don't be in such a rush. Don't get here and convince yourself because of all the other good qualities that they have that they're all for you. They're not all for you. You know what I'm saying? There's a few that's for you that are your type. You know, us, you know, we got a little bit of this or that, you know, throw a brick of this in there, you know, with, you know, a few ounces of that in there. Whip that up, and everything come back right every time. See what I'm saying? So your type matters. It won't be the same, you know, with someone who checks boxes, but she's not your type. You're not her type. That's why the main thing we talk about is take your time. You know what I'm saying? Just take your time. This is important. Mm-hmm. Don't spend so much time learning all these manosphere talking points, you know, about women's nature, but you ain't spending no time figuring out what your type is. Your type is just, you know, she's shaped like this, she this height, she this, she got this, and she, look, man, look for the real things, look for the real qualities. You see what I'm saying? And make sure that she's your type. That way, things will blend better. You'll do better things together. You will have more things in common better. You know, and the thing is, here, you may be talking about things from the States. She might not be able to mentally link with the things you're talking about in the States. Mm-hmm. But is she interested in it? Is she excited about hearing you talk about it because you're talking about it with a passion or with excitement? You know, is she empathizing with the things you're talking about? That's when you start getting into the realm of her being your type. Mm-hmm. Because she ain't know everything I be talking about in the States. I get to talking about some wild stuff and she don't know, but
I listen.
Get excited, you know what I'm saying? I get to tell her, I don't do it like this, I did it like that. She like, yeah, I love this right here. You know, you'll see when I get there, you'll see. Look. Look, that's us. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, remember this. That's what I'm saying. All the check boxes. You can meet her and you can have, she had the check boxes. It's not going to be the same because you're not her type. You see what I'm saying? Yours, I'm not her type. So what y'all do and how y'all able to vibe and, you know, a lot of people compliment us on our chemistry and we really love that. You know, we love hearing people talk about that because we don't know how other people see it. We just know how we see it. We be up in here doing what we do. You know what I'm saying? But when other people say that, we just like, it's an outside look that we value. We value people being able to see the love or see the chemistry and see how we vibe.
Someone said, you two are a vibe. I'm like, oh.
They did, yeah.
And then I said, is that a good thing? Like, yeah, that's great. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, we love that. But if I had just met someone that just checked the boxes, we're not doing it like that. You know what I'm saying? So the boxes are good things, but she needs to be your type. And not only that, as far as us being each other's type, you know, we're each other's type physically. Mm-hmm. Okay? You know, I like this fine motherfucker I got. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, you know, she always say, why you always looking down? I don't know. I'm just drawn to that. I'm drawn to that down. I don't know. I didn't know I was looking down. It just happens. But
it happens all the time.
Exactly. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Was it my fault? But, okay, we're each other's type there, right?
There? Okay, sorry.
They say maintain eye contact. I ain't got to maintain. This is my wife. I ain't got to maintain no eye contact. But we're each other's type physically, but then there's mentally and spiritually.
Yeah.
You understand? And that's where, you know, we were talking about the things I talk about, the things she talks about. So we vibe mentally as well. You know, we are each other's type mentally, where we can discuss things, we can talk about things, we can see things a certain way. And of course, she's not me, I'm not her. She don't see things how I see it, but how I see it is interesting to her. How she sees it is interesting to me.
Yeah.
You know? And then, you know, when you get to spiritually, look, we don't have to get too deep, but we are each other's type spiritually. You know, I don't have to worry about if I need a little bit of prayer, you know, and then she break out a case with her chicken bones in it and throw it on some kind of like Scrabble board or something. I don't, you know, that's cool for some people, but that's just not really my get down. You see what I'm saying? I don't, you know, I need a verse or a prayer. She's going to give me that. So.
I don't have chicken bones. So.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, if I need some prayer, if we need to pray about something, or we need to, you know, read, you know, about something, if we need to, we can worship God together. You know, there's no barrier. There's no, you know, we got to get understanding on how each other does this because we each other's type. That is the most important thing of all the other things, because see, if you each other's type, you can work on the check boxes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you can have all the check boxes, and if they're not your type, it's not going to work. If she, you know, they say, well, you can learn to love me. Look, you want to go through a process of somebody learning to love you? Who taught you that? Don't get your passport stamped and then do that. You know, because that already didn't work. You know, that's not whoever brought that up about somebody learning to love you. That means you got with the wrong person. And then for whatever reason under the sun that we don't even have to go deep with, what you doing? You ain't know you was with the wrong person, and they found a way to like you. And then they found a way to love you.
Yeah,
you find you find someone that likes you, and you find someone that loves you, but you find someone that's your type. And that's not something you find right off the rip. You don't find that quickly. You know, we could think about, like, if we think about how long it took to find somebody like our type, you'd be like, damn, that shit could have took a long ass time. Well, God blessed us. And what I always say is the hardest part of finding your type is when you don't know yourself, you don't acknowledge who you really are. You can't even begin to recognize your type because you don't even recognize yourself like that.
Right. And that's the hard part.
Yeah. You don't see you refuse to see yourself as you are. So if you refuse to see yourself as you are, I get seeing yourself how you want to be. That's fine. Don't even count that as a plus because everybody wants to be more. Mm-hmm. But see yourself as you are, and then you can see who's compatible with you, who likes what you like. You can recognize it because that's the biggest thing. We don't recognize who our type is because, you know, we look right past it. But God bless. So.
Take my hot objective out.
So look, fellas, we getting there. And like I said, you know, we talking about the qualities you should look for in a Dominicana. And I'm gonna be honest, we like to stay positive because there are some people that all they talk about is the red flags. There is, I talk a lot about the manosphere because the manosphere is necessary. But when they're only telling you the bad things and they're only telling you, what to look out for, what do you find out what positive things to look for? That's why a lot of brothers have such a negative attitude, because you don't even know which positive things. To you, there ain't no positive things. It sucks to be you.
Oh.
Yeah, because what are you going to do? There's no, that's the thing about, how the Passport Bros kind of got started with their movement, is that was a solution to some things. Why would you take a solution into a dead end? There has to be something better, when you decide to utilize the rest of the world as opposed to just where you were born. Your clothes don't even come from where you were born no more. Nothing really comes from where you were born. I mean, yeah, technology comes from there, too, but they don't build it there. They're not manufacturing the parts there. So everything is coming from around the world. But I digress. The next one we want to talk about is balance. How you say balance in Spanish? Balance?
Uh-huh.
Ah! I'm getting there. Balance. So you want to have balance. And this is one of those things that about your type. A good Dominicana will bring balance to you. A good one for you will bring balance. As y'all can see, I'm the wild one. I turn up, you know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. Y'all might see us out there and you might catch her turning up with me. That's all my fault. That's all me. You know what I'm saying? That's not her taking me somewhere, her doing it. She does not, yeah, that's all me. And so, look, there's balance. This isn't no opposites attract though. That's why I was saying, like, there are certain sayings and stuff that will confuse you if you let them, if you dwell on too much. Ain't no opposites attract. We not no opposites. We are each other's type. But I'm wilder. She's less wild. There's that balance, and even like when we don't go out, let's say we just here on a Friday. I'm out here, I done turned on some Dembow and some West Coast, got my Brugal out, got the music banging, you know what I'm saying? The neighbors know and all that, cause we in DR, everybody know. You ain't no such thing as no low music. If your music is low, what you doing? On a Friday night or whatever. So we be here, but guess where she's at? In the room with the lights turned off, with some kind of Netflix, I don't know what the heck she be looking at up in there. That's why she got her separate. She got her whole separate. We got her a whole separate Netflix account. Netflix section. And it's like I'm up in here banging. She up in there with the lights off, with the blankets pulled up, probably snacking. I don't know what to go in there, but me, I walk through just to make sure the room keep this don't get too feminine. We don't need too much of that in there.
I join him on Fridays when he does the Friday thing in the living room.
No, she does sometimes. But guess what? It's her nail palooza. She gonna do a nail palooza. You know what I'm saying? She gonna do her makeup, her hair thing, whatever. We in there, we bang. It's turned up. But again,
true.
You catch her in that room. It's different, but there's balance. You know what I'm saying? You get, we got different. We in there, but. That's a good thing. You don't want somebody that turn up the way you turn up and then y'all just, yeah, you don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need, when we get somewhere.
What is it? Yeah.
Yeah. Just to go. Well, what I'm saying, we get somewhere and I look up and she having a fight at the bathroom and I got to come through and get out.
No. Oh, no.
You see what I'm saying? It's only one of us that's going to fight. Yeah, she ain't allowed to fight. No, ain't no chicas better not run up on her. She will. Listen. Call me what you want. She will not be lifting a finger. So we ain't got to go no further with that. But all I'm saying is, just so I can look. I complete better. Look, you know how to fight? She was like, yeah. When you not, we ain't doing this. I don't want to fight. I don't want nobody to know how to fight. I want you to not know how to fight. But no, that's it. Our balance. That's for us. That creates. A good space for us. And it's important. Make sure you have somebody. You may not turn up with me. You may not go wild, like that with me. But at the same time, you may be a little quieter. You may be a little less, and she needs to be more. But regardless, or you guys might be around the same thing, but you need balance. And that's a very important quality to look for, somebody that balances you out. You know your strengths and your weaknesses. You know your personality, where it's up and where it's down. And, you need to be there, with it. So
we celebrated someone's birthday not that long ago.
Libras.
And my Mr. Pro Big Tipper here needs help with not spending all the money on tips sometimes, right? I need to help him balance that. So for his birthday, we go out to a club and we have a really good time. We go out with some family and we're drinking and dancing and having a lovely time. And we're getting ready to leave. And as we're leaving, I said, well, let me drive, right? Because, it was his birthday.
It was my birthday and I birthdayed. They said I was stealing everybody's birthday when the DJ was calling out people's names, and I was taking everybody's names. Because I was taking everybody's name.
There were, so two things happened, right? There were a lot of birthdays there. And you know how when they say, felicidades, Cindy. And then Cindy would stand up and everybody would like whatever was Cindy. Well, instead of the other person standing up, he would stand up.
For everybody, it was my birthday. They said my name.
Such and such. And he would stand up and be like, hey. And then everybody would turn around and be like, okay. And then we'll clap at him. And then so there was like maybe 6 or 7 birthdays that way. It was like birthday heaven that day. And every time they would say somebody's name, I guess he thought it was for him.
It's my birthday. It wasn't my birthday.
And he was. And so everybody would just turn around and clap. Because everybody was drinking. So every time it was a birthday, the poor birthday girl, like the poor birthday people didn't get any claps. All the claps were for him. And then the DJ would see that he was drunk. So the DJ would do it on purpose. He would put the light on him. He would call somebody else.
It only comes once a year. What I'm supposed to do?
It was crazy. So we're leaving, and as we're leaving, we're going to the valet, the parking thing, and I'm walking to like where the car is, and we had already paid the valet guy, and we're walking to where the car is, and I think he's behind me, and when I get to the car and I open the car and I turn around, I was like, oh, mi amor, and then I was like, oh my God, I left him behind. What have I done? What's going on?
If I have a good time, everybody having a good time. Look, they walked us out, the bodyguards. I had a good time with this fine woman right here. Oh my God. I'm about to get, my brothers appreciate you.
No. I run back to where the valet is, and the valet guy, he's hugging him. And he's saying, hermano, gracias, usted no sabe. And he's hugging him, and I'm like, oh, I need to put a stop to this immediately. Something's going horribly wrong. So when I run over there to go to the valet guy turns around, he sees me, he goes, gracias, and he grabs me, picks me up, and he hugs me. And I'm like, oh man, he goes, tú no sabes. And he was telling me how he didn't have any money and he didn't know what he was going to do. And thank you so much. I'm like, man, I can't even get the money back. What did you do? Right?
Look, I have a good time. We all have a good time. That was the best. It was my birthday. Oh my God,
what did he do? And then I see another valet guy has stopped 3 rows of traffic for us to get out. I'm like, who else did you get money to? It was, he needs balance.
My birthday. I always tell y'all, if I'm having a good time, if you give me a good time with this fine woman right here, then we're going to all have a good time. Because I mean, what else?
My fault.
Yeah, don't let us have a good time. Let everybody having a good time. That's it. But I'm just saying, you need a little balance. You know what I'm saying? We came through.
A lot of balance.
Enjoyed ourselves. That's the best birthday ever. It felt like it's my birthday. It was my birthday all night. Every time I looked up, DJ, it's my homie.
But
it was
wait,
on.
The last birthday party that we went to at a club, I don't know what Mr. Big Tipper did, but we had 3 security guards following us around and escorting us everywhere. I'm like, we are not famous. Why are these security guards following
bodyguards.
us around?
That wasn't the last one. That was a couple of birthdays back. That was a couple of birthdays back. You know,
his names were all in the monitors. They kept calling him. I'm like, come on. What's going on here?
We need some bodyguards. It was, we didn't make sure security is right. We in VIP to make sure. Look, Big Poppy got shot. So we need to make sure we right. I'm going to the bathroom. I need two. You know what I'm saying? Walk there so everybody know we walk through the crowd.
Need bodyguards.
Need
you
two.
Need balance.
And get two coming there. One blocked the bathroom off. One came and stood back to back to me while I handle my business.
That was weird.
We came back out.
That was weird.
But look, when she needed to go to the bathroom, she didn't need two. I said one with her.
That was weird.
She had one go with her, and we were safe.
Yeah, I'm like, Yvonne, we are not famous.
We gotta protect. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That was weird.
Look,
balance. This is why this is very important. You need to balance each other. She needs to balance you, because if not, there will be valet parking people thanking you and picking up your wife and stopping traffic.
Say Bible verses and thanking God.
I mean, after the guy had like a tear in his eye thanking me, I couldn't ask for the money back. We still don't know how much money he gave him.
I have a good time. We having a good time. Nosotros.
Apparently everybody at the party had a good time. I wonder what you did to the DJ that had the DJ shining the light on you for everybody else's birthday.
It was on. I love it. I love my birthday here. But anyway, fellas, we hope that, ladies and gentlemen, fellas, everybody that enjoyed the video, listen, this was a fun video. We love being able to give out positive information. Like we were saying, there's a lot of negative. People tend to choose the negative way to put out information. And, I understand that there's a lot of unhappiness and discontent out there, but we didn't come this far, to not show you guys that you can do this. We've done this, and God's grace, we continue to keep doing this. And so, we just want to, show you, and not just show you and tell you we are the receipts of what we're talking about, and that you could do this, tell you what to look for, and what not to look for. But we appreciate you. We always get to the end, forget to tell. I don't even know if you tell people no more to like and subscribe.
I like saying like and subscribe. That's cool.
I do too. Yeah. Like and subscribe. Love, purpose, and passports. Peace.